Greetings, my fellow rifters. Hopefully you are doing well today. Back with old Korthluger again. We're going to look at some... let's finish the dimension I was going to show you a couple videos back. That kind of got diverted there. Tempest Bay is popular as ever. Let's go ahead and pick... let's pick a different wardrobe just because we've been on the same one this whole time. We're doing dimensions, an older dimension, older wardrobe maybe. Sure, why not? This is a favorite. Let's go with this one. So, for those of you who didn't watch the last video, I was starting to show my dimension, my only finished actual dimension that was made actually a couple years back. Started to go over all the basics and all that stuff and showed the immediate starting area of my dimension, and then we got sidetracked because I had, for those of you who know, the Orpheol character in my dimension, and he popped up his little portal there. So the portal, if you don't know, it goes to like an evil version of the old Port Sion warfront, and in that area you can get special artifacts and stuff. So I was showing that area last time. So if you want to go back and see that that hidden Port Sion, especially because the Port Sion warfront's not existing anymore, you know, go back and check that previous video, Dimensions Part 1. We'll probably end up calling this video Dimensions Part 2. So I already went over how to, you know, how to bring up the Dimensions window. Here it is again. Let's just go straight to it this time. Once again, High and Wacky Trails. I got a score of 42 so far. Let's go. Well, let's get some music on. Why not, right? Okay, you guys probably can't even hear that, but either way. So once again, this is a Fane's Retreat dimension. You know, they all start the same way, and then it's what you put, you know, in it after. Just like last time, I start off in this trapped bone area. Turn around, you could walk right out. You got a flaming snowman. So, let me unmount here. So, I basically showed this area. Last time I showed that building, a couple buildings on top of it. I showed all this. I showed all my planar crafting stations, and then there's old Orpheol. He did disappear and leave that portal for us. I went on that boat over there, and I showed these cannons, and that was about it. And then I went inside the portal. So we're going to go ahead and show the rest of the dimension this time. High and Wacky Trails. Those of you seeing this, please give me another +1. Once again, +1 is when an individual character comes to your dimension and likes it, they can give you like a +1 one time, and that's it. And so that's basically makes up your score. So I've had 42 different people do that, and that makes up the score. There's a couple of butterflies we didn't see last time. I don't know, one just came up. There's a couple of them. Anyways, that's a cool little dimension item. So once again, I didn't go into everything. This right here, this is really awesome because this Fane's Retreat dimension, it got its total items bumped up a while ago, because I was always at max in this video, or in this dimension. So it used to be 15, 20. Because I literally would find a very cool dimension item and go, oh, I need this in my High and Wacky Trails dimension. I need it. and I'd already be at 1520, I'd literally have to go find a tree or a rock to take out so I could put something in, like, you know, like Orpheol or something really cool that I like had to have in here, you know. So I remember doing that several times, so I know I was at the max. So to see it now at 2400, that's really cool. I mean, it makes me want to expand this dimension even more, because I had so many plans to create a second dimension that was really in depth, you know, kind of like this one, because I was always at the max on this one. So now I don't know if that's going to change my plans on making a second one or not, but let's go ahead and show you the rest of this one. First of all, you know, you guys have all seen these. These are all the different planes: Earth, Death, Life, you know. So I guess I will mount while I'm down here. So there is this water is in every Phane's Retreat dimension. I just got some random wacky stuff in here. Some boats. Looks like they dropped some loot boxes, whatever. I just collected so many boats. You know, I had to put some of them in here. Little orange tornado thing. Some big old clams. I used to have stuff under this water. But going back to what I was saying before, yeah, I had something right here. Like I had like a whole table and chairs, like a whole dining room table set up just because it was wacky underwater. But that was one of the things I had to take out because it was kind of hidden, you know, being underwater. And I needed the numbers. I needed these numbers, you know. I needed to put something else in. So that's just one of the changes. So before we get back to that side, let's start on this side. So when you first get... Oh, there goes Orpheol doing some magic here. I don't know what he's doing. Is he going to disappear again? And then once again, there's Dead Simon. For those of you guys who didn't see it in the last one. That's one of the devs. So anyway, one other thing you notice right when you come out of this start area with the bones is this arrow-looking thing right here. And that points to this, which has some stairs. So hopefully you'll notice it and go up the stairs. And let's get you kind of up on the hill. You find a 1 and a 2. It's not a 21. It is a 1 and a 2. Now this begins our, quote, High and Wacky Trails part. So I'm glad it is daytime in here. Oh, I have some effects. I hear lightning effects, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot to see. We are just at the tip of the iceberg here. So it's basically kind of like, hey, there's a sign for this trail, and hey, there's a sign for this trail. And it's basically, do you want to go up trail number 1 or do you want to go up trail number 2? And basically, it's kind of a walking and jumping challenge. There's some more challenges as we go, but yeah, you could definitely fall off of the trail at any time. For numerical sake, we're going to pick trail number 1. Trail number 1 is the first one I made. So you see we're already getting high. This is above the original house, and it's 2 extra stories that I showed last time. So, you know, this was the first dimension I ever made, and this was, God, probably well over 2 years ago. So most of these items, you're not going to see dimension items from the Celestial Zones. Not anything super newer in there. If I build another one, you know, there'll be newer stuff in that one. So, anyways, and you know, especially in the beginning parts here, I was very much experimenting with how dimensions worked and whatnot. But I liked it so much, I ended up keeping it, and you know, we could go from there. So there's a lot of tricks as far as building and stuff that we could go into or we can't go into. You know, like this, instead of having 3 little cubes to make up each step of each one of these. This is one huge block, one huge cube, I should say, and it's made out of 4 cubes instead of whatever that would be. What? 16 blocks. So, anyways, little tiny building things like that. I definitely don't have the best dimension. It's supposed to be wacky. There are so many good Dimensioneers out there. This was my experimenting back then. I had this. This is a what is it? It's a door, but it's for the main building in Iron Pine Peak. Anyways, this door is a great platform to use. I like the look of it, so I was using a lot of that back then. And just random stuff. You can see that's down where we started. It's already kind of high. Once again, the blocks. I actually remember building steps like this with individual tiny little cubes, and then going back and replacing them with bigger cubes to save on the item count here. So I remember doing that a long time ago. And most of these open little platform areas, they had more things to look at on them, stuff that didn't matter, but just stuff to look at, and I had to slowly take some of those off, because it's, something that wasn't as important, but, I needed the space, so now maybe I'll get to put some of that stuff back, or make, even better stuff. So, just, as we go up, we see stuff around, we're like, whoa, what's going on? There's a lot going on here. So let's just keep going, see what happens. That is plugging up a hole, by the way. If any of you guys use this bridge, don't fall through the hole. So as you see, we're going higher and higher. My original idea of this was try to see how high I could go in this Feigned Retreat dimension, and what I could do at the top, and that was before a lot of people knew you could go past the top of a dimension and all this stuff. This little arrow here just to show you. Here's a practice dummy if you want to practice. This is kind of far up, but he's there, an expert, a 62 expert boss practice dummy. So he's there. This is a little dwarven trap door, you could call it, because most people won't fit through this if they're normal size. They have to go around. So a dwarf could fit through that. I don't know what I was thinking one day. So here we go. Just random items. I was trying to make it. I wasn't purchasing dimension items. I wasn't going nuts with any particular. Oh my god, I need stairs. Oh gosh, I need platforms or anything. So I would take a wall and just make it bigger, and then, hey, the top of this wall is now a platform I can walk on, that kind of thing. I was making anything you can to walk on. Once again, there is one tree here, but there used to be a lot more plants on this. I remember once again, I had to take those off. So, there's another tree. Oh yeah, there's the same practice dummy again. That's why I put an arrow right there on the floor, so you could shoot at it from 2 different angles. Okay, so then you could. Now this is going up this way. And just random crap. When you could use something random like this. This is a wall. If it has a window or a doorway in it, you could just plug something like this in the window or doorway. So it's not like a trapdoor situation. I do like the plants that move like this. That's always really cool. So now you got to walk on this. And this is kind of made here on purpose to kind of block you. So you don't go this way. So it makes you go up this way. Let's see what to do at this point. Let's go all the way to the top, shall we? There's a lot of mid-level stuff, so this kind of stuff you're looking at right now, I'm just going to skip for now and come back to it at the end. So don't go anywhere at the end of the video because we're going to come back to this middle area. More moving plants, little ram, skull, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. What was this again? Oh, what this actually represents, this is this little ladder, this little crooked, whatever you want to call it, ladder walkway. This represents the midway point of the two trails. So if you notice, we chose trail number 1. If I switch over this right now, I'll actually be connecting the two trails at one of the few points they do connect. And you could go walk on trail number 2, you know, whatever. So we're just going to stick with trail number 1 for now. We get some interesting stuff. I'm going to give away, you know, spoiler alert. Most people that I invited to this dimension, this was, you know, longer time ago, so people knew less and, you know, whatever. Not a lot of people were building dimensions yet, maybe, or, you know, maybe they were, I don't know. But they'd get here and they'd be like, Korth, what do I do? I'm on this snowy wall with the big blue wall in front of me and there's no way around it. Well, like in the last video I said, you could use carpets and rugs, at least most of them, the ones you can walk through, you could use those as doors. So this is basically just an optical illusion, and a person can walk right through it. See? So that's not as big of a joke now. But back then, I didn't know anybody else that was doing that. So I thought it was funny, and I put a lot of that kind of stuff around. Now they actually have opening doors you could get. So years later, you know. Let's see. Let's keep going here. There's a lot going on. Okay. I just don't want to fall on my own dimension. Supposed to be telling you guys, you know, not to fall and whatnot. So that would be not good, you know, time management if I fell. So once again, I plugged these windows with these kind of window-looking things, so they want to just be open squares like this. So you see, you know, you're not used to walking on some of this kind of stuff. So you got to watch what you're doing a little bit at least. Especially when you start to get all this foliage and stuff, you wonder if you're even going the right way. And yeah, we're going the right way still. So now I'm actually walking on a jawbone. Okay, let's just take a gander over this way. I can't see too much. Okay. Alright. Good old stairs. As you see a chimney randomly next to us because we're technically over a house. I did put some bumpers right here just to, you know, help people cheat and not fall off because they could have easily just fell off the side of this ladder or something. So sometimes I did help, but most of the time not. Scarecrow. This foliage. Dragon, egg thing, whatever it is. Okay, you see this? This is actually a piece of this big old ship coming into play, which you can't really get onto from here, but you will later. So I tried to, as I was building this, I tried to, you know, the little greenish blue walls that are the borders of the dimensions, I tried to max out my space as I was building, even though I didn't know 100% what I was building or 100% of where it was going. I wanted to have the most space possible. So like You know, actually, we're on one of the borders of the zone. As you see, there's some open space out there. So I think it's right around here, the blue wall. So we're on one of the corners. So here's one of the bigger trees. It starts to sway more as we walk on it. And with this bark, it's kind of another little challenge. You see, and people freak out right here, like, oh my god, it's moving onto the next thing I'm supposed to walk on. How am I supposed to do that? But, you know, you just do it. Easy peasy. Okay, we are still on the trail. I tried to put a couple lights around just because I do have a daytime maker thing, whatever they're called, to keep it daytime in here all the time. But sometimes it malfunctions. Hopefully they fix those. So I have two different ones in here to try to always make it daytime. So if someone's trying to walk on this, they can actually see, you know. But I did have to put a couple of lights randomly in here. That one magically is gravitationally upside down, but that's okay. It's all part of the fun and the wackiness. So I like the foliage. It kind of throws you off, like you think you're not supposed to walk that way. But just anything to walk on. This is actually a barricade upside down. So yeah, I mean, when you've walked up this far, you don't want to fall. You know what I mean? You don't want to start all over. And I've had some people in here get kind of frustrated. This one's a little sketch because it's such a skinny little fence, but, you know, step by step. I do like walking on trees, using trees as platforms. It's pretty wacky. So now we have a crashed boat in the middle of the air into a middle of the air tree thing here. So fun times. So I think we're almost at the top. We're almost at the end of Wacky Trail number 1. So going from a boat to a skull. And then... Alright. Okay. Now we're in another boat. So now we just officially made it to the top. That was the kind of the end of Wacky Trail number 1. And the top of Wacky Trail 2 is just right across the other side of this boat. Let's show you that real quick. I don't know if I'm going to have time to make it to Wacky Trail number 2. Or maybe if we'll go down number 2. But yeah, it starts this way, blah, 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 blah. It goes down these stairs and starts to go down that way, okay? So we'll go back to that later. So this boat kind of was like the first boat platform up here that I was like, okay, this is the top. So, you know, I kind of just went from there and just started making a village worth of stuff up here. So this first boat, I just started putting all my collections of plants. I didn't care if they were the same color or what. You know, I was just collecting a lot of the plants back then. You know, is what it is. I'm sure there's a lot more plants now. But I was just trying to keep some of these plants together. So, you know, it is what it is. Cool stuff, whatever. Let's look over here. Oh, this little ladder on this first boat. If I could get on it. This marks the very top. You see a T-O-P, top. So this, where the word top is the actual top border of Fane's Retreat Dimension. And you see I can't go any further. You see that? So I just put that there just to mark it, you know, just to show people. I just got a couple of these boats. This was also the start of my large boat collection, I guess you could say, because they also make great platforms. Just different kind of boats. Once again, I had to take some stuff out of here. Just random stuff. Put some plants down there. Some little volcano vents. Any kind of lava rocks I was collecting up here. My tree collection expanded out to this boat. These are different trees. Once again, more lava rocks on this boat. This is just my little, let's see, it's kind of my collection of trees, kind of. I mean, it's not my collection anymore, but it was at the time. You know, just, you can come down here and whatever. Just a bunch of trees. I don't think I could walk off of this necessarily, but yeah, I was just trying to put my trees on one spot. That was way, you know, in the beginning. This is actually a door. I like this door, so I use it as a ramp. I actually had one earlier. I don't know if you caught it. So, we'll go to the next boat here. We got some of our characters. Hail Korthluger, thank you very much. I salute you, Guardian Guard. Of course, we gotta have beer on hand. It's, I mean, mandatory. I mean, come on. Guardian Wardstone. Santa, what's his name? Santa, it's not Santa Claus. That's the werewolf one, but you know his name. Hey everybody, let's have some drinks. Why not, right? Everybody needs to have a bartender in their dimension. I also put, you know, bar type stuff. Let's have a drink. You know, cheese, little mugs, more cheese, wine. You know, I tried to collect one of each of those, at least the earlier ones, a different wine, and I'm sure I have more than that. Bread, whatever. Let's go this way. Now, this is what I was first telling you about with the carpets for doors. It was a bigger deal back then. So this is a little house. Walk right through the carpet. You know, this is kind of a nice little house. I don't know. This is a, you take a date here or something. I don't know what to call it. That's that. Let's go to the next one. This one looks kind of freaky. This is where you go to I don't know, pray to your altar or whatever this is. And you get freaked out. Okay. Oh, and I got a little sheep here. It's kind of another little fun one. What was in here? Ah, your little energy ball. You know. Okay. Trying to remember what order I want to show all this in. It's been a while. Let's go this way. Oh, I didn't go on this boat, but you see it from here. There's some fog. There's some seasonal stuff, Halloween, Christmas stuff. This actually is a jukebox, plays music, blah, blah, blah. Tent. The old beehives. This is just kind of a conjunction of things that came together right here. This is, I like this green temple looking thing. Once again, I said that the Wacky Trails, you know, the second trail goes right there. We are on the border of the dimension on this side. Let's see. What else? This fall off now. So, you know, we're all this whole thing is super high up in the air. So, let's show you one other thing. Not to give away all my secrets, but if you were to be a new person visiting this dimension and say, oh, there's so much pretty stuff over there. I want to walk that way. I want to walk that way. What? What happened? No! So you saw there was a rug right there. That acts as a trap door. So this is kind of like its own little part of the village, the wacky village, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a dungeon area. So So you see many people have perished down here. But anyway, so gotta kind of find your way back out. If you get like a penalty like that, if you kind of fall. Oh, look at this. I could go out this way. Okay. What's this? What's this? Okay, how do we get out this way? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, what's this? We come right back up by this tent and these beehives again. Okay, cool. So anyways, there's some trapdoors in this dimension. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so we know this is one of them. So don't walk on that one again. Now this is a cool little, just a viewing spot with these fences. You can see down. And if you look carefully, this purple circle is where we first started. So this is right at the beginning of the dimension. Down there, where is it? Yeah, down there, that's the original house down there. You know, just cool view. We got some Defiant mechanical stuff going on right here. This is kind of like a teleporter that doesn't really teleport you. You just kind of stand here and it looks cool. And then there's a little bit more of it, how it's working. So it looks like a cool little time machine there. As you see, I'm using some more of these doors on the floor. I was really into those doors when I was first making this a long time ago. Here's a little store. This store, it just has kind of everything in it. Mostly, you know, weapons. This is like an armory kind of store thing. This is where I was collecting all of the weaponry type stuff and banner type stuff. As you see, a lot of cool stuff. Crossbows, guns, even some grocery items here. Guns, all these banners. More guns, more swords, axes. Little grinder, telescope, whatnot. Okay. So, let's keep going on this other side. Without falling back in the trapdoor, let's go back on this other side of this Defiant machinery. So we have this little neck of the woods over here. Let's see. Let's start this. Let's start with this house, and then we'll go this way. Against carpet door again. It's just another one of the houses you could get. And put some stuff on the table there. A bed. Little candle altar there. Okay, so this is another little platform right here that connects all these little houses. You can go this way. Okay. You could connect them on the outside. We'll connect them on the inside first. Okay. Just so you can go up to any one of these little houses right here. I don't know why, but I thought it was funny to put smoke on the rail here on every little thing. So you might see some more of those and floating rocks out there just to look at. More houses. So this is this kind of neighborhood. I guess this is the smoking section. Ha 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 ha! Get it? Smoking section. Oh gosh. Okay. Another little tiny house. I'm sure you've all seen these items if you're any kind of dimensioneer, because these are all older items. Still fun though. This is actually a Storm Legion tower. And once again, this just leads back to this Kalari, I think it's a Kalari temple, some kind of temple. I was just on there a little bit ago, so we won't go back that way. Let's see. Oh, and I connected it on, like I said, on this back side with the rail, so you can just go this way. Connect all these buildings by the railings, by the balconies. Okay, let's go back this way. Try not to skip over anything on accident here. Okay. Here is our Defiant Guard. It is a little chilly in here. No coffee, sorry. No coffee break right now. You Defiant, you. So, this is one of the gazebos right here. I was really stoked when those first came out, but they're not that big of a deal now. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff to show you. Now, I don't know about you, but there's a rug right here. And it looks kind of suspicious. I'm going to jump over it just to be safe. Right? Right. Yeah, I'm just going to walk this way because this looks safe. Whoa! That rug is not safe either. I'm back in a dungeon! Oh, man! Dude! I'm getting burnt up by this fire! All these bones around me, dude! Dang it! Okay. So, this one's a little... takes you a few more seconds to get out of, at least. So, once again, we're in this little trapdoor dungeon penalty box type area. So actually both of those rugs that we just passed were both trapdoors, not just the blue one. So they both fall down to this area. So let's get us back out again. Is that a bird skull right there or something? Okay. So let's just back out the same way from the last time. Whoa! Fail, fail, fail. Ha ha ha! I fell. Okay, anyway, so before I go back up, you get the idea that there was like a little dungeon and we were going back up the exact same way we came up before, right by that little tent and whatnot. So you see we're down by the start area again. Long way to fall. But I'm almost glad we fell because now I shouldn't show you this. But once again, you go up this way to do the wacky trails. But of course, if you could imagine for myself, I was building this thing. How many times did I fall when I was building this thing? You know what I mean? So I had to put some kind of cheats in for myself to... This was before you could just fly everywhere and zoom everywhere you want in a dimension. I had to put cheats in for myself to get back up to the top if I needed to. So my cheats are on the other side of the water here. I actually have two. Let's go with this one. Once again, this is like no access. It's blocked off. Well, it's not really blocked off. So let's just go up these stairs. This is the cheat way to go, but it's the longer of the two cheat ways to go. And it's definitely faster than the Wacky Trails. But, you know, it's all part of the fun. I'm not supposed to give away my secrets, but hey, we're all friends, right? Just don't fall off the dang stairs.
Are you tired of traffic making you late? Of constantly wasting your time sitting bumper to bumper on the
Once again, I have to put some lighting in here for when it did get dark when it wasn't supposed to. Okay, and just shoom, 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 all the way up. The only thing is we are going to end up in a spot we haven't seen yet, so I'll just run over to where we just were and start from there. Fun, fun, fun. Whoa, so much stuff. What's going on? Stuff, stuff, stuff. Okay. This is where we were. Remember the trapdoor number 1? Trapdoor number 2, or at least these two far ones over here. Okay, so, what to show you first? Let's see. Let's not walk on that carpet again, but, there's some fun stuff down here. Let's show you all this stuff to the side here. Just, you know, you can see what you can see. Another one of these boats. Fun times, fun times. Let's see, I made this little area. Okay, we'll show you this. Again, another keg, because, you know, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom to get my beer if I could just get some when I'm up here, right? Right. So we got my two little animals that are both pooping at the same time. That's toilet humor, but it's still hilarious. What else do we got? We'll come back to that. This is target practice area. So if you really, really want target practice, you have multiple dummies to pick from in here. So I think here's a healing practice dummy even. So I think at the time I just bought one of every kind of dummy that was available, and I just stacked them all in this room. So you get the point. You could shoot those. Fun, fun. Okay, what's above us? Oh yeah, there's one other thing that's above us. We got this electric field around it. Oh. Okay, we'll come back to that too. Okay, I keep forgetting all these little doodads. Okay, above the target practice area, there's what's his face's head or helmet from Ashura. Of course, I can't think of his name right now, but it's frozen in midair above the target practice area just because we killed that fool and we stole his helmet. That's right. Okay, so we could. I'm gonna show you this, and then. Oh no, I'll show you one other thing. Okay, I built these basically this little trail with these upside down dream focuses. Isn't that very funny? Okay, so once again, this is where we came up from the cheat stairs. The cheat stairs are right here. You do have to jump on these. It's been a long time. Once again, I really like these dendrome wall guys. I think that's what they're called. So I'm just going to show you. Yes! I got my fails into my own video. Okay, so it's bound to happen because that's the whole challenge of this dimension. And we haven't even got to the hard parts yet, really. So since I'm down here, this was the first cheat stairs. Oh, and my skull here has horns, by the way. So I'm going to show you, I could show you Wacky Trails number 2 and go the long way. But I'm just going to, for now, show you the short way. So it's behind this orange wall over here. It's my second cheat up. It's actually an elevator this time. Let's wait for it to come back down, and we'll get a great view of everything. This is actually going to show you some more of that mid-level area that I said I would come back to. But in all due time. In all due time. Okay, let's ride. Alright. Okay, so this is that mid area I was talking about. This is actually the Wacky Trail number 1. And right above us, this is where I said Wacky Trail number 1 meets Wacky Trail number 2. So if you remember that, we didn't actually jump down on this thing. So I can jump back on Wacky Trail number 1 if I wanted to, but, you know, why? So, once again, these ferry boats I really like. A lot of platform area. I just put those around this tower. As you can see, plug the gaps with a rock or something like that. You know, a lot of surface area. I had more stuff out here, but once again, I'm sure I had to cut some of it back. Oh, for those of you who saw the first dimension video, in that, and I briefly mentioned it in this one, the very start zone down here, here's the house, the starting house, there's 2 cannons shooting up, and they're shooting these red cannonballs. Well, they're basically battling with these two cannonballs, and this one's shooting back down at it. So that's that. So let's continue the cheat up, shall we? Here's Sage Spire Tower, I believe that's the name, just to show you a little gander for those of you who haven't seen it. There's a lot of cool stuff down here. I got some stuff coming down from into the first level from the second level. So it's a really cool tower. You know, these used to be so expensive. For those of you watching this that have been long time Dimensioneers, you remember these towers were kind of hard to get, you know, back in the day, but now not so much. But I still really like them. You know, this is actually a stump turned upside down. I like the bottom of the stump. I don't know why. And I wanted to put it on fire. It looks like some kind of big grassy orb on fire, and I thought it looked cool to have right where the elevator needs to go. And then you look up. Oh gosh, that green thing's gonna stab me. That green thing's gonna stab me. Oh, I just missed it. Okay, cool. Let's get off. Okay, there's that green thing. So we're at the top of the tower here. There's a couple different balconies. That's the cheat stairs again. We're already on those. That's where the cheat stairs meets the cheat elevator. Okay, as you can see, there's a ton of crap in here. So I'm trying to go through it as fast as I can for you guys, but I don't want to miss anything either. So this is a whole little underground thing here. I'll come back and show you this later. Just don't fall down the elevator shaft. Okay, we can go out this way. Okay, so you know what? Trying to show everything in order, so maybe we should just go back on these cheat stairs and come back to that whole tower part later. So here's the cheat stairs again. Oh yeah, when I fell last time, so hopefully I don't fall again, I was just going to show you this one building real quick as a part of this trail. Because this is a really cool building. I believe it used to be a seasonal event item. This is I believe it's a Stonefield Chapel. Yeah, Stonefield, right? Yeah, Stonefield Chapel. Anyways, I really liked it, and it was one of the last items. Of course, it's totally bare because this is one of the last items I was able to fit into this dimension back in the day when I said it had the lower item count. So let's go back this way again. See, this is a jumping challenge in itself, and we'll show you more of this later. Okay, I didn't fall this time. Okay, back where we're going. So showed you all this, showed you all this. Don't fall in the trapdoors. Okay, back here again. Guardian statue. Loved this piece when it first came out. It's a lot more common now, as all dimensions, you know, all dimension items, they get more common as they go. I do have a couple of, there's these little rays coming off of the Guardian statue. Those are called God rays. That's the name of the dimension item. Those are really cool. I have a here, scattered around in this area. I have some little explosions, little lightning explosions that go off. Once again, I do have to have a couple torches out here in case it gets dark on some people. Here's my reverse rain right here. If you can see this, I thought that was really cool. Anti-gravity rain, whatever you want to call it. With my little arch here, I think that's Ceratos. Is that a Ceratos arch? So you could go in the back way of that boat. Here's another temple. This temple is smoking really bad. I forget why. What else do I need to show you? Let's decide which way we want to go first. Okay, we'll go this way. Oh, this is back to those balconies that were all connected together. You could actually come down these steps too if you want. So, more bushes, whatnot.
Oh, you should have seen Pierre.
This is one of the Gloamwood houses, buildings. Built a couple things on the outside just because I had the space. Oh, you love when you get a loading screen inside your own dimension. I think I had that down to a science of when it would give me a loading screen in the dimension, but I have since forgot it. This is a little bank vault thing, little mushroom stump thing, whatever. I used to have more stuff out here. There's a Bagarest statue. Cool little guy. My little guards here, whatever you want to call it. Do I have something over here? Oh yeah, a little bit. This little thing. Elven mirror. I think I used to have something over here, but I had to block it off for some reason. I had to put this wall up. I can't remember why I had to do that. Okay, let's go in one of my... I'm just partial to Gloamwood in general, so anything green, anything Gloamwood-esque is the stuff I kind of like the most. So let's have a look, shall we? Bookshelves, this guy, one of the statues here. Hello, guards, I guess you could say. Two different bookshelves. Okay, this is where some famous author is going to come write his works. Some scroll, book, pen area thing. I enlarged all these, so from all the different planes. One of each. Oh, and there's a sword gravestone I really like. And this guy up here, this is actually a sword gravestone, but I think it looked really cool as part of the fireplace. You got to put fire in the fireplace as well. You can go up on either side. Let's choose this side. So I just made like second level balconies on here. This is just your little strategic area with the map of Talara and all this fun stuff. And then on the other side you have a bedroom, basically. A bed and a dresser or whatnot. Okay. Get out of here. I want you guys to see those little lightning. Oh, and I put the rain coming down the stairs, too. But, I just think, I mean, oh, there was some lightning. I like the way it looks, you know, and I would bring some people in here and, you know, they had lower graphics cards or something, and it would choose some of these fancier dimension items as the ones that people with lower graphic cards couldn't see. So that was always kind of, you know, disappointing to me, but here it is. It's one of them. Let's see. Let's go this way. Another one of those towers, but I also have this sunken down house. Let's see. Fun stuff. This is a Kalari two-story house, I believe it's called. Fun, fun, fun. Super fun stuff. Okay, and I will look back out the way we came, and I don't know why I put that there, but we will just jump back out of there. That's where we just was. Oh! This is my tribute to Indiana Jones, I guess you could say. This is, if you happen to not walk right by it, it's kind of a challenge in itself, just if you feel like going in here, because it looks so scary! Okay, we got a lot of the Halloween seasonal stuff. You know, some dead spiders, some dead people, a dead rogue, dead spider mummies here. We're walking through the spider webs. Okay, so if you're too young to remember Indiana Jones, then you might screw up this part. But if you're a little older and you remember Indiana Jones, you got in trouble every time you tried to grab the treasure or grab the idol or any of that stuff. So let's just leave it at that. If I come back here, I come back here. But if you come visit my dimension, if you want to try to grab the idol, you can. Let's just see it, leave it at that. And if we have time, we'll come back and go for that. Let's see. Showed you that, showed you that. Oh, there's some of the lightning. Keep turning around when the lightning goes off. Anyway, so I got this guard's on fire, of course. Here's one of these little L-shaped green type houses. At the time when I was first making this, I kind of wanted to have one of each house, you know, and so that was kind of the goal. Now it's kind of, there's so many houses that people don't really care. This is just a little back way. You could go back the same way when you went in the first area, I guess. Yeah. So it's just two ways to go in. There's the front door. You could come out this way too. I built those rocks around it. So once again, you see these blue things that can only mean one of the fairy boats. I use those a lot in this dimension. And once again, I put a snowy rock on this side just to occupy the space. And we're going to see all this in 1 second. So here's another fairy boat, but we have one of these red circles. That's the, I forget the name of it, but that's the one that puts all these numbers and these rings on the ground. I just thought it looked cool in this spot, so I put it here. What else can we see? We could go down here. And then this is where two fairies come together. So there's actually two of these top of the fairy cover things coming together. So you can see this is the back of a fairy. And the other back of the fairy is kind of under. So go back this way. And this is where I had some of my carnival stuff. One of the first years they had some of these items. So for those of you who knows carnival, it's actually going to be starting any time now because we're just about to start March 2018 here. So you can get all these different horses. This is one of the games and carnivals, the horse races one, and the different signs and whatnot. Here's a stall. What else is down here? Carnival flags, carnival banners. So I can walk this way, but we're going to show both. So I could go all the way to the next spot from here, but I'm going to show you everything. So let's go the other way. I can walk this way as well under this whole bottom type area. Let's show you. When we're back on this first carnival ferry boat thing, we could go this way. Okay, and this is the, what is this? The Stonefield house again? Stonefield house? I forget. So, once again, there's kind of like a balcony to the Stonefield house with more carnival stuff up here. Some more stalls there. Here's the old roulette. More beer. You gotta have beer. And then you can walk on top of all this stuff if you want. You see this, dimensions, distance indicator thing. So you can walk up top here if you want. Let's go show you this house. What was over here? I just put this rock here. This is a really good, I'm trying to remember the name of this rock, but it's super huge. You can make it really big, and it's a good kind of a platform area. I can go around this way, around the house, but I'll show you the main way first. This is a cool little statue I got. I can't remember his name right now. Awesome little dude. Got the sword gravestone again. Random stuff, random stuff. Alright, got a teleporter in here just because, a bed. This is a balcony that kind of opens up to the next little zone. So we'll come back to this in a second. Okay. Carnival, carnival, carnival. Carnival lights. Oh, you could actually walk its own little challenge on this rope if you want, all the way across. And you could go down this way if you want. Okay. So now we're down to this little section. Let's start this way. We can go out. Oh, and then I have my carnival floats. So here's the first. I think it's the first of the floats. I had all of them that were available at the time. They're scattered about. This was another thing that was barely on the edge of the dimension border. Had this out here just so we could get to the top of this. And then you could actually connected the two balconies back here with this little ladder. Okay, so now I'm on the balcony of a second building. These two buildings are together. And let's do one thing at a time here. So this is where we just were. Some plants. Here's my graveyard with no grass or dirt to be buried in. Just my collection of gravestones. Also kind of be wacky to put these elevators sideways, so it will knock you around if you're in that path. But as you see, there's some good dead stuff. There's a dead skeleton, a dead werewolf, and a dead rogue. Different kind of coffins and whatnot. Let's show you this building real quick, and then I'll come back. These two doorways, so these two buildings are connected. I don't know why I put a plant in each one of them, but they are. And this little walkway here.
Bring your passion for helping people to the University of
back
Nevada, Reno.
to
Our
the
100% online Master of Public Health program empowers students
watch
to
out
impact
for that
public health
elevator.
Tap to learn more
These
about
guys
our
are kind of
CEPH
cool.
accredited MPH program. At the University of
They
Nevada,
usually do
Reno, our
something.
comprehensive 100%
They
online
do these
program
little
is
chants and
designed to
whatever,
prepare you
but
for a career as a public health
I don't think they
practitioner,
feel like
researcher,
chanting right now. So
educator,
this
or
is
public health
earlier
leader.
we were
Tap
at
to
the
download
Sage
MPH
Spire
program
Tower, and this is where we came out at. Here is a snowy building. Let's go to the top first. Okay, so we're back out here. And I was on this balcony earlier as well. The smoking stew over there. Ah, now they're talking. Reveal your secrets. May name all the planes and blah, blah, blah. So we're on the top balcony of this building, but here is the bottom level of the building. Snowy type building. There's the dendron walls again. Let me see. I have this big, looks like a big pancake to me, but I think it's the top of a mushroom. I think I have to come back to that later. Okay, they're still doing their chants. There's another building with the carpet door. I think I had more stuff in here, but I had to take it out. That thing looks kind of cool. I don't know why. I think that's a dragon scale. Okay, you can go out here, and this will meet up with this other building. That's where we just were. Come up to these stairs right here. We got another force field ball here. I don't know why. And we did come off of there already. Let's show you this. This was one of my favorite buildings when I got it. It's one of the bigger green style houses. Again, a guard. I just hung these right here. Okay. This guy's in jail for some reason, or freed from jail, I guess. There's another one. And here's a sword if you happen to need it. And here's some books if you want to read. More stuff. Another sword in the gravestones. Cool looking thing. Here's some more of the horses. This is kind of like a fire and ice type of thing here. Fire, ice, you get it. Cool statues. Okay, if you go up to the second level. Okay. I put this statue here of the 3 dendrome bosses. Good times, good times. I never actually beat this guy. I never got in a group that felt like doing it or that was good enough to do it. I was only in groups of like 3 people, and at the time, 3 people, you might as well not even try. You just got wiped, you know. This guy's sleeping in the bed. I just built some more platforms up here to be like a second level. Once again, I had to take some of the stuff out, I believe. Now I have space to expand. And then this balcony shows you the next kind of area. And we'll come back to that. Okay. So this is where we came in at. Whoa! Elevator! Ah! The elevator got me. See? It even happens to me. Another ferry boat. Always good, always good. Don't fall off this area. Never quite walled that off. A lot of people trip out on this flooring right here. Like, where'd you get that? I've never seen that. Blah, blah, blah. And it's basically the bottom of a huge blue plane of water type plant. And later you'll see the actual plant that's pointing downwards right now. But this is the bottom of it. And that, as soon as I saw the bottom of that, I was like, I want that as a platform. You know, I want to be able to walk on that. It's more important than the actual plant. A sign that says, why not? I was messing around with that one day. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this house is on fire. Okay. Alright, another of the gazebos. I think this one's called the Lacy Gazebo, I think. It's another Defiant Guard. Welcome back, Korthluger. Well, thank you very much, sir. And he's taking his coffee drink. Okay, his coffee break. So then we got these little jobbers. I just put crystals inside. I don't know why, just to have something. Okay, over here. I just got this big old whale skull. And it was so big, and I didn't want to minimize it, and I just thought it was cool that I kind of put it out of the border anyway, so you couldn't really walk that far. I just put a boat in there, like the whale swallowed a boat. I don't know. It's just something cool to look at. You got a well here. There's some cool candles. Let's check out. This is a Kalari house. One floor, one level in that one. What's over here? There's another one. Oh, I put some stairs just to, I don't know why, just to go up here, because you can't even go inside this door. It's the back side of that house. Here's another house. What's going on in here? Ugh, something's growing inside there. Somebody's growing some kind of life form. What have you. Okay. More of those. Oh, this person's pretty cool. She's, once again, she's not doing anything. She talks too. Let's see, let's go this way first. And this is just to go on the second level of this building. Oh yeah, this leads to all this stuff over here. Okay, fun, fun. We'll do that in a sec. Let's go inside, I believe. There's one of those statues. Oh, there's another float. Like I said, they're scattered about, but they're kind of up high, so you kind of have to look up or you'll miss them. Little orange tornado inside the house. Why not? Cool statues. Architect statue. We're making breakfast or something right here. Another platform just to have a bedroom in here. Alright, let's jump back out the front of this. Okay, we already checked out that house. Okay, so we're going to walk this way, but this telescope is where the second floor ramp leads to. We can come back this way too, onto this boat. But let's go up to the second level of this house. And then you can jump up here. Okay, that's where we normally would have walked on the boat. Okay. And you can get on this little telescope jobber and do what you may. Yeah, it's just on top of this boat kind of thing. Okay. So we would have came in right there with those green stairs. Now we're on this boat. Okay. So there's not really much on this side of the boat. Yeah, it's kind of bare, so don't worry about that side. Okay, now we got two different jobbers here. Let's show you jobber number one. You remember these things, don't you? Yeah, I fell off one of them earlier. Okay, this is a jumping challenge. Let's jump on a couple just to show you. So basically, no, I do have to go up there. Hold on. Let's just hope I don't fail my own jumping challenge. Huh. Just kind of aim for this little thing and you're usually okay. Okay. Oh, we skipped that. Ha ha ha. I knew I was going to skip something. Hold on. I'll show you up here. Okay, this is my anti-gravity house. This is my upside-down house. Everything's upside down in here. Anti-gravity and whatnot. Just because it looks cool. Alright. So, let me see. And then we have our roots coming out of the top of this house. Let's see. So you can't see it from here. Okay, I'll just go down a couple of these. Okay, over there. Dude, we totally skipped that. How did I skip that? So anyway, you see, I haven't been in here for a while. I'll skip over my own stuff. Whoa, don't fall. Okay, so basically, just to give you the gist, when you're in that big building we were in before, dude, I don't want to skip that. Okay, real quick, why not? Right, we got time. I did have a trick where I just ran down these. Let's see. Oh, it still works. Okay. So I do just want to show you this one cool thing real quick that we skipped. Oh, do I have to go all the way around now? Oh, darn. Alright. Bear with me, people. Okay, so we're going to go back to, what's that elevator? Back to the front of this house. You can either access it from the balcony of this house, or you can access it right here. With these stairs in between.
Each ASU online course is custom designed.
Okay, this is just a balcony I made out here. So, this guy's Condrum's liver. He's funny. You know, he'll talk to you. Blah blah blah. He's real funny. But you got this. I don't even remember what to call this, but this is part of this balcony up here. I think it looks really cool. Blah blah blah. And now here's another little optical illusion. This is the runway of windows. So how fast can you run? You think you can run across this jobber all the way? Let's try it, shall we? Whoa! Okay, it's another optical illusion. So you can't actually fall through these open windows. See? Even if you're super slow. Pretty cool, right? So you can look down at the rest of the zone. You know, here's the starting building again. We started right around here. So we're pretty high. So then, oh yeah, that was that big pancake looking thing I showed earlier. It's kind of a target. If I'm up higher, I could try to jump on that if I need to. So, let's see. Yeah, that pancake leads to a bunch of things. Okay. Why not? Okay. So, let's see if there's a shortcut anywhere. And we'll just jump over to the boat. Okay. So basically, that covers this. This is basically a jumping challenge all the way across, and it curves, if you see it. It curves halfway across as that upside-down anti-gravity house, whatever thing. This is the dendron wall, just looking cool in between there. It leads all the way to this house, where the two pooping bear mounts were, whatever those, I can't remember what those bear mounts are called. It looks like a bear, or panda bear, whatever it is. So it's just kind of a jumping challenge to go, and then it also connects this house and the chapel on that pathway. So that's a little jumping challenge in itself. So let's go this way and show you the rest to the next area. This is our little fenced off area. Oh man, fenced off. I want to go in here. Okay, just kidding. You can walk right through the fence. Okay. So this is another little bridge. I love these little tree bridges. I'll try to zoom out here when I can. So this is the pool wing, or whatever you want to call it. So we have pools of wine. I made them kind of big. I think it looks cool. I really like these when they first came out. We got another one over here. We got our old buddy Fenric. He'll talk to you as well. Yeah, he's a testy dude. There's his words, kind of can't see him up there. Okay, and then if you sit in the water, I'll sit in the water that's clear, you kind of disappear a little bit. So I like these old green torches. I think they were replaced, or some kind of bone torch came out and it wasn't green anymore, but the old one is green. So I just like green better, so I like the old one. This is my sauna in here. So come on in, sauna. You got some little lava rocks here. Here's your sauna controls. And you get a good sweat going on in here. You know what I mean? Okay, then you got beach area. Yeah. There's fountain. Kind of a Dromheim style. We got our Plain Touch Wilds dancers. They're just entertaining people in the pool wing here. Let's see what else we got. Well, we got some stuff on this side. Let's not forget this. So we have different kind of pools. This one's more clear. And that's part of Wacky Trail number 1 going by us there. Here's another Plain Touch Wilds dancer entertaining the crowds. I don't know why I put a little toy boat in this one. I don't know, I kind of like this circle wine pools. Let's see. Okay, we're in here. May the gods bless you, Korthluger. Well, thank you. Another guardian guard. And we have another bartender. Well, it's been a while since we've had a beer, right? So, I mean, we have to have another one. You know what I mean? We got to. Thank you, Nico, the barkeep. It's too quiet. Too quiet. Okay. Let's see. Now, there's a lot in this dimension, so it's taken me longer to get through it than I thought. So, I guess I put these controls here because, yeah, this is like a big hot tub. So this is the hot tub. You see it's steamy in here. Let's see. Okay, this is a little well type thing. You can jump in there and there is water in the well. There's Dromheim style well. Okay, actual Dromheim style fountain. You get the gist. Okay, there's my dancer again. And another pool of wine. But let's see. I'll try it right here. So if you're actually, this water is a lot more clear. But if you /sit, you're all the way under the water and you're kind of hidden. So this one's more clear, but if you do that in the red or the jacuzzi type pool, you're going to be hidden. So where else do we need to go? We're kind of almost done, I believe, with the main portion. Oh yeah, here's a look at that gazebo. This is Sanctum style one. Peace to you too. All right. Here's the ramp going up. Oh, I did put one little ramp right here to go on top of this pool. The second floor kind of pool, I guess you could say. You can see all the other ones. So let's show you that. Let's sit again. Yeah, so you're pretty much hidden once you sit down underwater. Okay. Be careful with that jump. I don't want to fall all the way off again. Okay, so now this, actually, there's another fenced off area, but we can walk through fences, right? Boom. Here is my little Guardian tribute statue thingamabobber with the different little symbols. And then we're back on that first boat, okay? So we're back on that main boat. So that's the village part on the top. There's the first bartender again. One thing I did not show you. Let's do the Indiana Jones thing first, if y'all remember. And then we have one other thing. Don't fall in the dungeon. Indiana Jones part. Where are you? Right here. Okay. Now it's like I'm wondering if I want to give this away or not. Okay, let's just say if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. Oh, this shiny idol. Oh, it looks so cool. Oh, it looks so cool. Wait, whoa! Another trapdoor into hell this time. Oh, am I in hell? Ah! This looks unlike anything else in the dimension. Oh, it's gross and on fire. Blah, blah, blah. There's basically no way out of this little quote-unquote hell. When you get stuck in it, that's kind of like the penalty for going for the idol. Or for the idol. But let me see. You just kind of have to jump out of here. Let me find a good spot to jump. Woo! Okay. So I had one more thing I want to show you at least. Let's go ahead and take the cheat. I don't know if this video is already kind of running kind of long, so I don't think I'm going to show you Wacky Trail number 2. But just know that it's a different version of number 1, and it's a little harder actually. And it goes up to that same boat, you know. So we're going to do that mid-level challenge stuff right now. This whole mid-level area you kind of just pass. And I had all this extra space in the middle, so I wanted to do something. Okay, so this is it. So you come up to this Sage Spire Tower, right by these cannons. And you got a couple different challenges here. You got the block challenge and the plank challenge. Let's start with the block challenge. Just a block challenge, and you know, when you're looking at this, you're like, oh, that's so easy, but you know, actually, when you think it's easy, that's what makes you do it too fast, and that's what makes you fall. Oh yeah, I just remembered one other thing I gotta show you. See, there's so many dang things in this dimension. I gotta remember. Okay. Now, what was it? Let's see if I can just run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I just have another, what is this, stone field? Put a tree in the middle of this one. There's some fire. Balcony. Oh, you could walk out onto the mountainside. Oh, here's those blue plane of water style plants I was telling you about that you could make super huge. So this is actually what you're supposed to be looking at, the plant. Remember when I was talking about what the bottom looked like and what it would be to walk on? So that's why I made those the platforms up there. So that's actually what it looks like if you want to try to find that in the game. Okay. Let's see. Okay. No, don't fall, of course. Okay. So this is a cube challenge, but actually that part I already did was the only real challenge. I'm going to show you a little cheat. Oh, there's part of Wacky Trail 2, by the way. Just run real fast. Don't fall, dude. Don't fall, dude. Korth, don't fall. Hey, guess what? Korth, you don't want to fall. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we made it. So this is just a little area in between. I don't know what to call it. Just a holding platform. Okay. Put another little house right there. You gotta have a freezing ice cube, of course, right? Freezing ice cubes are the best. Okay, now what do we do? Oh, man. Okay. I am not gonna be able to complete this because I'm more like one of you guys now because it's been so long since I've even tried to do this. But basically, where we started at the Sage Spire Tower over there, we started on the cubes going this way and came around. So basically, this challenge is a plank challenge. It's a plank jumping challenge, but it loops around and it's a lot harder. But it ends up right here on this side of the Sage Spire Tower. So I'm gonna try it, but I think I'm pretty much gonna fall. There's another house down there halfway through the plank challenge. But that's just there. You know, there's nothing you need to see on it. So it's just kind of, you have to not think you're the best jumper. And sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, you know. because you know, all it takes is one little jump. Whoa. Okay. So let's see how far I can make it in my own challenge. Ooh. Ooh. And the faster you go, the more chance you'll screw up, but it makes it funnier. See how it's looping around? That's where we started, right there. Ooh. But it's fun. Whoa! I'm actually doing fairly well. I'm really surprised. Okay. Whoa! Oh wow, I actually made it to this house. Okay, there's a little bridge here at the house. I don't think there's anything in this house. It's just... Oh, there's a backpack. Huh. You want a backpack? And then the challenge starts again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! I thought for sure I was going to fall on that one. I forget what I did with this tree. Oh, I don't know why, but this big tree connects down here with this boat that's also connected to the Sage Spire Tower. Just a different way to walk. No real reason. Okay, see, we're closer to the start area down there. This one's a weird angle. Oh, did it. Okay. Ah. Wow, am I gonna... I'm not even gonna jinx it. Let's see. Whoa. What? I actually finished it. I'll give myself applause. Okay. So, I haven't done that in actual years. So, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. I am going to take the elevator again. Ooh. Once again, don't get stabbed by this green spear thing. Okay. Which way do I want to go? I want to go up these cheat stairs again. Show you one more thing. So this is kind of like a target practice with your, instead of your weapons, it's kind of target practice with your body. Let's try to see how good of a shot you are. Okay. We're right here by the, again, this was the target, the real target practice area. So you just come over here, come to this little thing sticking out. What was that? Coming out of the stairs. Uh-oh. And it acts as a diving board, and you have this whole jobber to try to jump through all the rings and whatnot. So this is its own little jumping / falling challenge. There's another little fake out here because the diving board actually ends here. You will fall through this part here. So, you know, lots of flames, some rugs, some fence net things, some circular fences. Let's try it, shall we? Whoa! Boom! Right into the water. Okay? So that's that. I hope you enjoyed my High and Wacky Trails to Village. Please give me a follow. I need as many followers as I can get, as you know how that goes. But I will stand next to Dead Simon here, have a conversation with him. And I think that should do it. So once again, this is Korthluger saying goodbye.